The thing about health is that while you have it, you don't think about it. You don't have to. But when you don't have it anymore, it becomes the only thing that matters. Health is like food. You gotta have it to live. My name is Emily Schlichting. I am 21 years old and I am from Omaha, Nebraska. I'm a senior at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln.
When Emily was young, throughout elementary, middle school, high school, we could tell that she was intelligent. We felt that there was a good chance that she could go on and do some significant things, and we just tried to help let her choose her own road and tried to be there to help her when we could.
I am just somebody who has like a very set schedule, and I'm like always want to have a say in things and control them and plan them, and everything needs to go how I picture it. And I have learned that that is not the way that life works. First noticed the symptoms during my freshman year on the Thursday evening of initiation week. I had a fever of like 105, 106 for about 6 days straight before it finally broke.
We were really at a loss. We didn't know what it was and we didn't know what to do about it. It was probably the fourth or fifth doctor that we'd seen in various different specialties before we really got one that said, I think that you probably have Behçet's.
Behçet's kind of is a constellation of symptoms. It's a very rare and weird disease.
Some people have it in the brain, skin, internal organs. It can be in a variety of ways.
But the symptoms that I get primarily are rheumatoid arthritis, major aphthous ulcers. I can't walk, I can't go to the bathroom. There were days that I would have to take hydrocodone to go to class because my joints were so swollen, or like I had those like huge bumps on my legs. Every time I moved, they hurt. My rheumatologist put me on a steroid called prednisone, but it has some pretty nasty side effects. The next one that I took made like 2/3 of my hair fall out. It was really scary.
It makes you feel powerless. Parents are supposed to protect their children, and they're supposed to help their children have a good life and send them into the world with everything they need. And we aren't able to send her in the world with perfection because she doesn't have perfect health.
The first year or so here she was at the university, she was very focused on getting better, having it diagnosed, taking care of that.
In the summer after my freshman year, we started a drug called azathioprine. Once the azathioprine started working and my body was doing fine on a daily basis, I was kind of able to start focusing more.
Something suddenly shifted.
We were talking about hoping that you will apply for Rhodes.
I want to.
Okay.
I really do. And I think I just need to figure out what that program of study is going to look like in a way that means like that I really want to do versus like doing it to do it.
She became incredibly involved with student government.
First off the bat, we are going to be doing a little bit of a fun thing at Senate. We're going to be having some pretty interesting debate. Finally, I was getting my body back. I was doing the things that I loved again, and like everything was just kind of like falling back into place, and I felt like me again. And it was just kind of this moment of like, whoa, like I overcame more than I gave myself credit for.
It made her grow up and give her perspective on what the rest of her life was going to be like, which most freshmen don't have to deal with.
I'm really lucky that when I got sick, I was on my parents' insurance plan because I was so young, and my parents have great insurance.
We start thinking ahead a little bit, and we think, you know, she's not always going to be a student, and she's not always going to be able to be a student as a dependent on our health insurance.
It wasn't until I started really reading more during the debate about health reform that I started to understand I'm the person they're talking about there. Like, I'm the person with the pre-existing condition. Like, I'm the person under 26 that is going to need that insurance in 2.5 years when I graduate.
Well, the Affordable Care Act has helped us by giving us peace of mind.
I don't have to worry about having a pre-existing condition and being denied from billions of insurance plans because of that fact. So, you know, something I can't control and never could control.
If that had not had past, she would be facing a very different life.
So I think healthcare is something that people deserve, and I think that it's something that if we are capable, we should try to provide. For me, health reform is the chance to do what I want to do because I want to do it, not because it's the job that's going to give me the best chance of having adequate health care. So I think that to kind of share what being sick is actually like is kind of just a really unique silver lining and probably one of the worst things that's ever happened to me. We are one of the first generations that's given access to free lifetime preventative treatments and care that will prevent life-threatening illnesses before they start. I never thought about health until I got sick, and I never thought about health policy until I got better, and now that's what I want to do. I'm going to go into a career in health policy, fixing inefficiencies so that $1 of insurance goes farther and you can care for more people.
What's amazing about Emily is I think she could do anything that she sets her mind to.
She sees that America can be better than what it is.
Before you make an assumption about who healthcare reform helps or like what it does, talk to somebody. Get a face on it before you pass judgment, because health is the foundation for a fulfilling life. It's having that like foundation of wellness that allows you to enjoy the rest of your life.